my family who are here. They've been incredibly supportive. I've just been so lucky to have you guys here and show you all off. I'm actually really fortunate to be the opener, I guess, for Errol Morris. And I'm really tempted to just read out my resume to him, but I will be on my best behavior. In true J School fashion, I stayed up the night before hurriedly writing this speech. Thank God no one can read it because it's full of grammatical errors. I've been racked with anxiety for months about the speech. What am I going to say? Will people laugh? Will I remember to speak slow enough? I have to keep remembering that. It doesn't help that almost every faculty and staff member kept telling the same story of a previous speaker who proposed to his girlfriend during his speech. She said yes, everyone cried, and it was really happy. Well, that ain't happening for me. I am thoroughly single. This school is notorious for wrecking long-term relationships, and I've been one of the casualties, but admittedly for the better. I may have lost a boyfriend last year, but I did gain a J spouse. A J spouse is a classmate that you work with and hang out with. Your personal and professional lives are completely entangled together. And we got quite a few J spouses. Elise Craig and Mel Mason. Come on, stand up. Stand up. I said stand up. Let's go. All right, then. Come on, Mel. Yeah! All right. They're both graduates of George Washington University. Wait! Georgetown! Same difference. All right, Georgetown. They both wear, I didn't fact check either. They both wear skirts and dresses or pants. Then we have Casey Minor and Angela Kilduff. They're both tall and skinny and wear glasses. And they both had the same internship last year at KALW Public Radio. As you can see, there's some similar characteristics for J spouses, but not mine. My J spouse is Matt Durning. Stand up there. I never would have thought that one of my closest friends leaving here was a white guy, former fraternity president with a type A personality. But we worked on our thesis film together and survived, and just like a real relationship, I both love him and he drives me crazy. He actually has a real-life girlfriend, the very lovely Kristen Northrup, but I hope she won't mind if I propose to him. Matt, it's been a great year. I feel like we've really grown as a production team, and will you do me the honor of working on another film together? Yes! He said yes. He said yes. I didn't really have a comeback if he said no. It just would have been really sad. I spent a lot of time working with Matt and other students in television and documentary tracks. But I have to say, I'm incredibly impressed by the talent represented in this group of ridiculously good-looking people sitting in front of you. During the first day of orientation, which Amanda also talked about, we had to stand up, introduce ourselves, and talk a little bit about our background. We have a Fulbright scholar, Washington Post reporters, and several Peace Corps volunteers. It was actually quite a display of unintentional one-upmanship. I thought to myself, these people are pretentious and probably overly confident. But they refuted my quick generalization of them. This is the first time I've ever been at a school where I genuinely like all of my classmates. Everyone is so intelligent, talented, and funny. You all have been a constant source of inspiration and challenged me to produce better work just to keep up with you. One of the best benefits of coming to this school is that not only do I have 60 new friends, I also have 60 potential collaborators. As a class, we've been through a lot together. Struggled through J200, alerted each other when there was free food in the courtyard or library. And by the way, I just want to take this opportunity to apologize to Neil for all times I ate the free food and didn't go to the talks. But it was delicious, thank you. And we rushed to hand in our thesis projects on time. And in front of us sits our biggest tormentors/supporters, the faculty of the J School. Although there were times when I cursed many of your names, you're the part of J School I'll miss the most. The faculty here do a tremendous job of treating us as peers. You've provided crucial feedback without being soul-crushing. I especially want to give credit to the faculty of the TV doc track. Joan Beater, Bob Kalo, Linda Schacht, and John Else. You often get just as caught up in the same story that we're reporting in. You spend early mornings, late nights, and weekends helping us to become better storytellers. And when you're not around in the middle of the night, there's one UC Berkeley employee who takes your place as a source of support. and that's Art Douglas. He's a custodian here at the J School. Art is the hidden treasure of the J School, but he shouldn't be. He should be touted in all the admissions materials. Art is our biggest champion, and he does it without complaint. Whether it's 6 o'clock at night or 1 in the morning, he always provides a warm greeting and encouraging words. I remember one time last semester, it was at the beginning of winter break, and almost everyone had left to be with their loved ones. But I was stuck in the TV lab editing. Art came in to empty the trash cans and asked me how I was doing. I can't remember what I said, but I'm sure I was complaining and being overly dramatic. And Art replied with 4 simple words, which I only remember because I tweeted them right after. He said, "You can't rush quality." Short but sweet, and just what I need to hear at that moment. It's kind words like those that spoiled me during my 2 years here, and I will dearly miss them when I leave. The school and people here have meant so much to me, and I would like to make 2 pledges. One, once I become a world-renowned documentary filmmaker, I will not forget about the J School. I will graciously take over John Ellis's job when he decides to retire. And 2, if I ever make enough money to have disposable income, which is highly unlikely and why I feel like I can make this pledge, I will donate funds to build an addition to the J School. It will be called the Njeri Eaton Nap Room. It will be fully tricked out with bunk beds and mood lighting, and students can grab a quick nap in between classes or late night editing sessions. But before I get too ahead of myself, I just want to focus on this milestone. Congratulations to the class of 2010.